Ndị be anyị kenekwanụ m unu. Anyị si ka nkonye chiri ya zerụkwa. Anyị si n'ụbọchị nketa mara na anyị mma na ihe adị ka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru ya, otu akọ ya dịrịrị. Ise ise ise. Anyị dịka o si dị ya bụ Easter News 24 ka anyị si wee wetara ya bụ ozizi n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nketa gbasata maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo nọ n'ime ya. Ndị nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ n'iru akwụkwọ. Dịka o si dị, anyị wetara unu ozi one of the Biafran activists wetara n'iru akwụkwọ. Quote: Biafran Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's appeal court update. The Biafran Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi give a shocking update to the Biafrans concerning PM Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Here they do in details. All right, quick one. Also update. This is according to the Biafran activist.
All developed countries in the world already knows that the Nigerian state brings in, reintegrates non-terrorists into Nigeria, recruits them into the police and the military, give them AK-47, all manner of ammunitions, and send them to kill innocent Christians and innocent indigenous Nigerians in their thousands without any safeguard for lives and property of indigenous Nigerians and indigenous Biafrans. That is why we do what we do every weekend, so that we can raise the funds to support our families. Thousands have been rendered homeless, orphans, by the Nigerian state. They do that by the minute. That is what we do every day. To protect the lives of our brothers and sisters and mothers, to protect their homes that are being burnt down by the Nigerian state, to protect our farmlands that are being destroyed by the Nigerian state using the reintegrated terrorists that maraud, that carry cows, that move around the whole indigenous villages, indigenous communities of innocent Nigerians and innocent Biafrans. That is what we do. That is why we do what we do every weekend and more, to ensure that we live. Biafrans are begging to live. The Christians in Nigeria and in Biafra land are begging to live because of the mayhem, because of the killings by the Nigerian state, which is happening by the second, by the minute. That is why we do what we do. We cannot fold our hands and allow Christopher, Musa, and Tinubu to wipe out the whole tribe of Biafrans, the whole indigenous Nigerians. We cannot fold our hands while the terrorists that they brought into Nigeria and into Biafra land, armed them with AK-47, continue to unleash mayhem on the indigenous Nigerians and indigenous Biafrans. We cannot allow that to continue. We must protect our people and we must protect our territory. That was why over 50 million Biafrans, through a self-referendum, voted to exit Nigeria. And thousands converged in Latvia, Finland, on November the 29th, 2024, to declare the sovereign nation of the United States of Biafra. As we speak, Nigeria state is currently occupying a foreign land. We have peacefully returned to them. We've met all the conditions as a sovereign nation. We've declared our independence. We conducted our self-referendum. We have our allies. We have our geographical location. We have the people that have spoken declared to be independent. All this information has been peacefully communicated to the Nigerian state. But the Nigerian state, being a lawless nation ruled by lawless individuals, ruled by people that support terrorism in different angles, they have refused to withdraw their troops from Biafra territory. As we speak, Nigeria is currently occupying a foreign land where they continue to kill the Christians in Biafra territory. We've written to them peacefully to leave our land. They continue to forcefully remove Biafra youths, take them away, kill them, harvest their organs. That is what the Nigerian state is doing by the second. This has been reported by organizations such as the Amnesty International, by the United Nations, by different human rights organizations of this evil by the Nigerian state. And Biafrans have come together and said, enough of that, no more. We cannot fold our hands while all our youths are taken away by the Nigerian state, locked up in different cells, in different police stations, in different military barracks across Nigeria and across Biafra land. That is what Nigeria state does. And we say no more. So as we speak, Nigeria is currently occupying a foreign land. We've written them peacefully to leave. But they are refusing. They want to continue to stay in Biafra land, to continue to milk the natural and oil reserves that are located in Biafra land and use it to better their lives, buy houses all over, collude with some countries abroad where they ship the mineral reserves that are located in Biafra land, while our people die in abject poverty. We die in squalor. No good road, no seaport, no international airport, no hospital, no railway, nothing. We are starved of everything. They degrade our land. Our people get sick. Nigeria continue to milk, to excavate these natural resources and ship it abroad to people who already have enough reserves to make the lives of their citizens better. We demand those crude oil, those natural resources belong to Biafra people. We must protect that. Nigeria must leave Biafra land. We will make them leave, is a promise. Biafrans are already taking over their lands, gradually, bit by bit. Any aspect, anybody wearing Nigerian military or police uniform or security or immigration in the 40 states of Biafra land at this time is committing a crime. They must leave. We will make them leave. It is our land. So thank you so much from thee. Thank you, Honorable Christopher, for being in the background to help out. We know Honorable Patricia is not available today. I want to use this opportunity to remember our Oyendu Nnamdi Kanu. I want to let him know that we are with him. Biafrans are with him as he suffers in the hand of the Nigerian terrorist state. He has not committed any crime. The only thing Nnamdi Kanu has said is, let my people go. We have the right to self-determination. We have the right to decolonize Biafra land. We have the right to defend our lives from the Nigerian terrorist state that kills us. That was the only crime he committed. Despite over 5 different well-constituted courts that have released Nnamdi Kanu, the Nigeria state, Tinubu and Christopher Musa, is still holding him as we speak. That shows the world how lawless Nigerian state and their leaders are. Lawless state, lawless country. The senator called Akpabio that says there is no killing, no Christian killing in Nigeria. He wants to go to America and talk to American leaders that there is no killing of Christians. But he cannot respect a simple law by the Nigerian court that have ordered Nigeria to let Nnamdi Kanu go. Akpabio cannot respect that law. But he wants to come to America and talk to American legislators that there is no killing in Nigeria. Very lawless individuals. Thank God the United States of Biafra is a free nation today. It's a sovereign nation today. We will continue to show them what a sovereign nation that respects the rule of law, that respects the right of citizens and the human rights, what it looks like. The shamble trial going on in Nigeria with our own Nnamdi Kanu. The world is watching. But we, Biafrans, we are going to do everything possible to ensure that we protect every citizen of Biafra, regardless of where they are. Nigeria is a killing machine. They kill every second, by the minute. The United States of Biafra government, we will stop them. We have stopped them, and we will continue to use everything legally within our right as a sovereign nation to defend our people and defend our country and defend all our citizens scattered all over the world. So we support our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu 100%. He is our leader. He has not committed any crime. He is not a terrorist. What Nigeria does is to wrongly label people terrorists. This is the language they think they can fly with. But the world now have discovered that the Nigeria is the real terrorist state, not those individuals that they are tagging as terrorists. So we remember Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. And we all know there's a scheduled march on the 20th of this October being organized by Omoloye Sowore. The United States of Biafra government supports that march 100%. And we encourage all Biafrans to be part of this march. Biafrans have marched so many times in the past. We've marched, we've talked, we've cried. There's nothing. All we get is the killing by the Nigerian state. So while that march is going on, the United States of Biafra government will continue to ensure the killing by the Nigerian state stops in Biafra land. And we will continue to protect our people. I want to also use this opportunity to remember the United States of Biafra Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, whom Nigeria colluded with Finland to do the same thing, to label him participating in terror. So this terrorist is a language that the criminals, when you watch the people that use this language, you will discover they are all criminals. All of them. When they use use the word except in cases where they are true terrorism. But when you watch in Nigeria and their agents, when they use the word terrorist, that is what they do. Because what they do is what they project on other people. They are the real terrorists. So they sold the same market to Finland. When Finland called our honorable man of excellence, our prime minister, fine gentleman, label him as associating himself with terrorism, something to that effect. Meanwhile, Alexander Stubb, you knew that Finland fought for your own freedom. You knew that Simon Ekpa was fighting for the freedom of his people. You colluded with the Nigerian state. You colluded with the terrorist state. Because of what? The same oil. You want some contract, some economic gain. You want to preserve the one Nigerian state that continued to kill its citizens, kill Christians by the seconds. So the world of Biafrans, I want to let you know, our honorable prime minister has nothing to do with terrorism. Just like Aonyendu Nandekanu, these fine gentlemen, none of them is a terrorist. None of them associates with terrorism. None of them sponsors terrorists. What they are doing is fighting for the innocent indigenous Biafrans, whom the Nigerian terrorist state is killing by the seconds, milking their natural resources. And the world knows that these two gentlemen has nothing to do with terrorism. Nigeria is the real terrorist state that reintegrates and rehabilitates non-terrorists like ISWAP, Boko Haram, ISIS. Give them AK-47.
Ndị be anyị ngwadalụ nne nnukwu n'isi wee na-esonyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. Ka efi were ekwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ihe Biafran Chief of Staff kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ bụ Dr. Ngozi Ọrọbeze. Gịnị ka i were ekwu n'ụdị nke gị gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile nọ okwu n'iru akwụkwọ? Drọpụọla ya alụ gị, drọpụọla ife iche n'ụdị nke gị ka a mara ife iche your own reaction gbasịta maka ya bụ ife na Eastern News 24 ebe anyị si wetara ya bụ ozi. Ọzọ dị ka ịbịa bụ tụsakwa ya bụ ozi ka ụmụnne anyị dozi n'ebe dị iche iche wee marakwa ife na-emenụ and wee mara the update on the latest development on Biafra Republic government in exile. Daalụ rinne na ụmụnne m, ka emesịanụ.